So let's have a look at a difference in configuration. So what happens if I type show run pipe begin VTY? If I look at the startup config, I have the same configuration, but let's change that. So line VTY 0 to 10, login, password, Cisco. Show run pipe begin VTY. I can see my 5 VTY lines, 0 to 4, plus an additional 6 VTY lines. If I type show start begin VTY, I only see my first 5 VTY lines with the command login. So let's copy start to run and see how it merges the configuration. Will it remove config, override it, or replace it? So show run pipe begin VTY. We still have the VTY config as configured. So the login command is still there, the password command is still there, and the additional VTY lines are still there. Show start pipe begin VTY only has the first 4 VTY lines. But now let's make a change. Line VTY 0 to 10, and I'm going to type no login. So show run pipe begin VTY. Notice we've used the command no login, which means no login credentials are required. But if we look at the startup config, we've got the login keyword. So this login keyword conflicts with this no login command. Copy start run. Show run pipe begin VTY. So notice the difference now. On the VTY lines, this command has been overridden by the startup config because previously in the running config we had no login, and in the startup config we had login. So no login was in conflict with login, and that's now been replaced. But the additional config hasn't been removed. So the startup config has been merged with the running config. Be careful doing mergers of config. It can be confusing to know what your resultant configuration is. Now there's another option called configure replace. So now let's see what happens if we replace the config with the startup config. So I'm going to replace the running config with a startup config.